Hi guys, welcome back to Girls Only with a Godly Heart. I finally remembered it.
Time.
Yep. I'm your host Liliana. This is your host Luna. Hello. So, because the word is so, we wanted to do another episode that's kind of like, again, not a top 10, but like, if we were to give you the best shows to watch, this would be the list. This one, instead of having like our own separate list, we did like one list together. It says 25. Yes, it said 25. Good shows for kids around 3 to 10 years old. Now, of course, you could put it on for like a 2-year-old or younger, but like it's made for 3 to 10. So, we'll also give you our age rating because some shows say that they're for a certain age rate and they're really not. So, we're giving you our age rating. Have anything to say?
Nope.
I'm fine. That was pretty much it. So we're gonna start now, and I'm gonna try to read it because my eyes are bad. And yes, Luna would probably say, "Why aren't you wearing glasses?" Because I'm not. Okay. First episode or show, I should say. I did it in order this time because the first one is Bluey. Okay, so Bluey is on here because it's perfect. Like, there's nothing wrong with Bluey. Like, if you watch the Two of the Bunch channel, which I'm a host on, you would hear us talk about Bluey.
24/7. 87.
I wouldn't say 24/7, but many times.
822.
If you don't understand us on Two of the Bunch, we were probably quoting Bluey, if not some other show, or movie.
We're
But
probably just quoting in general.
it is true. However, Bluey is great for all ages, but it's really made for like 4 to 5. Well, 3 to 6. 3 to 6 years old. If you don't know what Bluey is, it's like the most popular thing out there currently. But if you don't know, because I don't know, maybe you live on Mars.
Or Jupiter. Be exclusive.
Okay, fine. You might live
Inclusive.
in Jupiter.
You might live in
Inclusive, you said
Jupiter.
right. Bluey is a show about a dog whose name is Bluey. And she does a lot of silly stuff with her younger sister, Bingo. Yes, they named the dog Bingo. Very original. But the show is they learn all types of things, whether it's morally or just like problem solving or just to be like considerate of others. They learn all types of things. And the thing that makes Bluey truly great is that it's, like I said like 3 times already, it truly is for everyone, but without being inappropriate. Some most things are for everyone because they've got adult jokes in there that shouldn't be in there for kids. However, Bluey is for everyone because first, it's fun. Kids like to watch it. They're really silly. It makes you laugh. But it's also got a lot of adult topics in the way that it's more like how to deal with death and stuff like that. And the whole time, Bingo and Blue's parents, Bandit and Chili, are learning how to be better parents. So you see the kids becoming better kids and the parents becoming better parents. So it's a lot of like the parents, as a parent, you get to enjoy the parents getting better. And you get to hear the silly stuff that parents do. Like there's a lot of stuff that they do that kids might not get, but parents definitely get. Like there's a point where Chili and Bandit are talking with each other and they're like, Bingo said this today and Bluey did this today. And what they say is funny, but little kids only get the joke that that maybe the kid said this and that's funny, but as an older kid or a parent, you get the real joke is that they're even reminiscing on their kids' behaviors from earlier that day. So the show is very well done. It is very funny, and it really is for everyone without being bad. So it's a great show. What do you have to say?
That not to watch it too much or you'll hate it.
She hates anything that's watched too much, but you really can't watch Bluey too much. They're making a Bluey movie. So as you're watching this currently, we do not know if the Bluey movie is any good. So if you watch this in the future when it wasn't filmed and the Bluey movie wasn't good, we didn't recommend that or anything past the 3rd season. We recommended everything first season and beforehand. It is not our fault if they ruin Bluey. I hope they really don't ruin Bluey. It's like the best thing since sliced bread. It's better than sliced bread, but still. All right, next one. You're going to read some of them because you're being too quiet. Read.
I'm too quiet. Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Second.
Is that how you spell that?
Yes.
I thought there's an H in the bottom.
Some people do it like that's the Hebrew spelling. I'm almost positive she spells it without the H.
Okay. Sarah and Duck.
Sarah and Duck. That was the whole theme song. Sarah and Oh, you know what song I just heard the other day? The Same as It Ever Was. Remember how he just says that over and over and over and over and over again and it was killing me? And you're like, that's a horrible song? He doesn't just say that. There's just a chorus bit where he says that only. Remember, same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. Before that, the song is amazing. You could cut out the same as it ever was and it will make it 1,000 times better song. You have to listen to it. You just have to listen to it.
I don't know what she's talking about.
I listen to old music because she doesn't know what I'm saying. We watched it in a
old
movie
music.
recently.
Barbershop Quartet.
That is true. That is true. You like
Best.
Billy Joel and stuff like that. So Sarah and Duck.
Isn't that old?
80s is old. 70s. I think he was 70s actually. I know he was after Elton John, and Elton John was like 60s,
Was he
70s.
after? He's in his 80s.
Yeah, his
It's
music was
depressing.
after.
He sold his motorcycle shop.
Music is Elton John's music is older than him. He started sooner. But age-wise, I don't know. Anyhow, Sarah and Duck.
Sarah and Duck.
Why do you like Sarah and Duck?
Because it's adorable.
It really is
I
very
like
cute.
Is it the knitting lady?
Yeah, the knitting lady. I
He's
forgot
always
about that.
knitting something for them.
Yep.
Yeah, that was adorable. Reminds me of certain somebody.
I think Sarah and Duck, if I remember correctly, is problem solving. I say if I remember correctly because there's like nothing on. What?
That one over there. Yeah.
Oh, always knitting.
Well,
It took me like
crocheting.
5 minutes.
She took way too long. I had to keep doing it for you.
But the thing about Sarah and Duck is that it is problem solving. But again, I haven't watched it in a while. And I haven't watched it in a while just because it's not on anything. So that's the one downside to this. So we'll say what age group it's for. I won't also tell you where to find it. Bluey you could find on Disney+.
But you
Sarah and Duck,
could-
I don't know where you can find that.
They're both available to buy on Prime.
Well, if you want to buy it, you probably
should
find
buy it.
mostly. Yeah, if you're really like trying to find something that's good for your kids, and be like okay to leave it on the screen and not be afraid that there's something in it, Sarah and Duck is perfect. Like Sarah and Duck is literally perfect.
Adorable.
It's durable. It's a little bit of problem solving. It's very chill, so it's like some shows make you too excited and gives some kids too much energy, but this show
Like
just kind
Bluey.
of chills you out. Yeah, Bluey can be one of those
Yeah.
like super energizing
They'd
shows.
play a game, then the children.
That's kind of our family. Our family's like the type of like, oh, that's a cool game. We're playing it now, and then
and then we have to ban the game because it's goes a
violent.
little too far.
Well, we make it violent, but it's not actually violent. Anyhow, Sarah and Duck is one of those shows that can chill kids out. It's great for like before nap time and stuff like that. Sarah and Duck is so stinking cute. I can't emphasize how cute it is. I think the show is more for like the 3-4 age gap. I'm sure kids that are older than that would like it, but in general, 3 to 4 age group. Next show. We'll take turns reading. Jake and the Neverland Pirates.
And me.
Now that I'm older, I don't like it a ton, but when I was younger, I loved it. And Matt loved it when he was younger. Jojo loved it when he was younger. Everyone loves the show when you're younger. Which really, in reality, when you're trying to find kids' television shows, that's all that matters. That the kids like it. And it is one of those shows that's completely appropriate. It's super fun for little kids. It keeps them like entertained, and they ask you to do stuff, so it's like interactive. So yes, if you don't know what Jake and the Neverland Pirates is, probably just weren't my age. It's Jake, Izzy, Cubby, and these kids are all pirates. Now, Jake is kind of the leader, which is why the show is named after him. But they're all basically the main characters of the show. And they have a parrot. I always forget the parrot's name.
Could be just parrot.
I don't think it is. I'll put it on the screen if I remember.
Crackers. He liked crackers, didn't he?
I think he did. They probably like crackers.
Polly wants a cracker.
Maybe it was Polly.
It was not Polly. It was a guy. Why would
Yeah,
you
I
name a guy
know Polly's. It sounds like a lady's name, but they might have named the
Who
parrot
would
Polly.
name somebody Polly when he's a guy?
How about Leslie?
Leslie is a terrible name.
I know, but it sounds like a chick
Yeah,
name.
but
And
the point was
name,
to make fun of him.
not always.
It
Some
was supposed
people.
to be a joke.
Leslie,
We are moving
Ashley.
on. Right, Dollface.
Ashley.
Ashley's a terrible name. And that guy's English, so of course he'd have a terrible name.
She didn't mean that, Benedict Cumberbatch.
No. Even though I'm pretty sure he gave that to himself.
Benedict is his real name. Cumberbatch is not.
Yeah.
It's his mother's maiden name. Anyhow.
Benedict's a cool name, though.
Benedict is such a great name.
And
It's such a great
The
name.
meat is good, too.
What?
Benedict something.
That's an egg.
Yeah.
Egg Benedict.
Yeah, it's fine. I said it.
Anyhow,
go.
guys. So Jake and the Neverland Pirates is a little bit of math and a lot of like problem solving because they've got to like figure out how to get to this destination, find the gold here, or save. I don't know. Oh, usually get what's taken from them back from Captain Hook. Because as the name would suggest, Jake and the Neverland Pirates. So these kids live in Neverland. Now, if you've never watched the show and you're like, oh, I wonder if we'll see Peter Pan and other stuff, like, you know, his, what's his friends called? The Lost
Tinkerbell?
Boys.
Lost
Tinkerbell is a part of the show,
Yeah,
but she's not at the same time. Anyhow, they have pixie dust, but you never really see Peter Pan or I don't think you ever see No, I think you do. You don't see Peter Pan, you don't see Tinkerbell, and you don't see the Lost Boys. Now, there are special episodes that you do see Peter Pan and Tinkerbell on, but not the Lost Boys. You never see the Lost Boys.
Why? Because they got lost.
I don't know why they don't see them.
Funny.
But I understood your joke. But that's basically the show for you. It's 3 to 6 age group. Again, you as an adult might not have a ton of fun with it, but kids do like it. It is fair. And it's got music, and little kids like music. Did the show itself have music or just at the end?
I don't remember the show having music.
Almost positive the show has music, guys. And I know at the
Besides the
end
end.
they have songs at the end, but I don't really remember right now. I'm sorry. All right, your turn.
She's sorry.
I said I'm sorry. I said I was sorry. Oh, come on, like you didn't think that was funny.
Pacquiao?
Pacquiao. Pacquiao is wonderful. Listen, they have a newer season with this girl named Nina in it. How will you know it's Nina? She's a little redhead in a green outfit. Super simple.
It was adorable.
I would not suggest
Watching it?
watching that one first.
Yeah.
Now, the one with Nina in it isn't bad, and I think that's like the third and fourth. It isn't bad, but it's not as good as the original. The original first and second season is way better. So watch the first and second season. Pacquiao is based off, or is adapted from, the Spanish version. I believe it's the exact same name. And if you wonder, like, hey, the names of the other characters are Spanish. Pato, Eli. Because the show was Spanish.
But not
they kept the
Fred.
names. Yeah, Fred is just Fred. It's Pato, Eli, Lola, Fred. There's a few other like special ones, like a Mama Bird. But that one doesn't sound too bad. Baby Bird, okay. But then you just like Fred.
Fred.
And Angry Alien. I think it might have been just Alien. I'm going, if I can find it. I'm sorry if I can't find it. But if I find it, I'm playing Alien, getting frustrated and crying. It's here. Or clip it. I don't know. I will put it on. It is so funny.
She thinks it's fun.
Cannon is breaking. Oh no, little alien.
Funny.
It's hysterical. She's gonna see it and she's gonna die. It is so funny. He gets like angry, hits his head a few times, and then just like starts crying. And Punky is just like, like he doesn't know
Wow,
what to do.
he's emotional.
Exactly, because the whole time he's trying to terrorize people, but he can't because he's just so tiny. Everything that is evil on his head is actually kind of cute and adorable, and they all think he's just made adorable and cute, and he's not. So his evil plans aren't working, and it's just the funniest thing. And then he flips out, even though everybody's being totally nice to him because they think he's being super nice. No. Pacquiao is great. Pacquiao is a little kid having lots of fun. That is basically all it is. There are episodes where you learn like to apologize, and you don't have to be too cool, like that type of stuff. Not to be bossy, stuff like that. But some of the episodes are just fun episodes. There's a lot of apologizing stuff in there. It is a really good show, totally appropriate and kid friendly, and that show really doesn't get old if you give it a chance. It's one of those shows that you have to like actually give it a chance. To be fair, everything's like that. You have to give it a chance. But Pacquiao is great for everyone. Pacquiao is just so much fun. I would say that it's recommended for like 3 to 6, maybe 3 to 4. But again, it's really for like 3 to 8 if they give it a chance. Yeah. So Pacquiao is great. Did you read that one? Oh yeah, you did. Next one is Curious George. I do not recommend watching past the 5th season because after that, it's just the value starts to like.
It's like reusing a
Black?
tea bag.
It doesn't. It's not as good once you pass the 5th season.
Not as good if you use it more than 3 times.
So
3 times is the limit.
probably, but the thing about Curious George is that actually, I say Curious George, and we're talking about shows, but the movies aren't horrible either. But I wouldn't make them. Watch the first and second movie. After that, none of the movies were any good.
She didn't like the 3rd one.
The second one was horrible.
The 3rd one was my favorite.
Because she didn't watch that one a million times. She's like, if I watch it too many times, I'm done. Which is...
No,
It
I
was-
just thought it was the funnest. I even have a stuffed
Yeah,
animal.
but
of
they were
Curious
so
George
mean.
Then
They were so mean. I hated that one. Anyhow,
I still have the Curious George
you
stuffed
could
animal
watch
from
the third
that
if you
one.
wanted to. But that
Watch
one's just,
it.
ugh.
I encourage it.
There's one where he's like pinching the popper.
Prince.
You could if you wanted to. I didn't like it a ton. It's basically one of those typical twists on the Prince and the Pauper. Like that's all it is. They have a Christmas special and a Halloween
I
special,
like the Christmas
which
one.
both connect to the shows. Now, I don't like Christmas. I'm not supposed to like Halloween because it's satanic. But both of these shorts are so good. Well, it's not even shorts, little movies. Really, really, really good. Nothing gets me so happy for Christmas as to watch that Curious George movie. There's nothing better than that Curious George movie. I mean, Christmas-wise. I mean, you got the Grinch and other stuff, but still. It's a really, really good special. Because usually they do specials and they're not that good. But any special that you find that's connected to the Curious George show is really good. So they've got the Halloween one, they've got the Christmas one, and they got a spring one.
They have a spring one? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a spring one.
Spring one was good. It was kind of like a long episode, so not quite the same as the other two, but it's still good. So, I don't know where you've been living if you don't know what Curious George is, but I have to.
I've been living on Jupiter or Mars or the moon.
But Curious George, huh? I mean, he's even been to the moon. You should know Curious George if he's been to the moon, and he's been to Mars.
And
You should know all of them, except if you've been living on Jupiter. That's the only excuse you have.
if you've lived on Jupiter. Except for Jupiter's pretty close to them.
Yeah, but he wasn't there, so they have that excuse.
Shame, Jupiter.
So, Curious George is a monkey, a very curious monkey who's always learning, like literally always learning about all types of things. And he usually has to fix his messes. So you also learn problem solving from Curious George because many times he's a curious monkey and he sees that if he's being curious without adult supervision, which is like, you have to point it out to younger kids because I don't think they'll catch it. Like, I didn't catch it until recently. He only gets in trouble for his curiosity when there's not an adult supervising and helping him. Once he just, like, does his own thing, that's when he gets into trouble. But there's problem solving and him fixing his mistakes, which is great. It really is great. Many of the episodes are just fantastic. They've got all types of episodes, like I said, like math and illness. The Toots.
Toots the name.
I might put that one up for you.
Yes.
Or
she
you're going to
has
have to look for it.
And they weren't alone.
You better look out, cause Toots is in town. I'm in your nose.
He's in your nose.
I'm in your nose.
Oh yeah, he's in your nose.
I'll make you sniff it out, make you sneeze. You won't be smelling that smelly cheese down to your belly.
Down,
Mosey on down to your belly.
look out, he's in your belly.
So don't eat a thing, that's my suggestion. Cause I'll be giving you indigestion. Sing it, Jeremy.
Go Toots,
Oh,
go.
I like the sound of that. Do it again.
Go Toots,
Yeah. I love this place.
It's great. Honestly, that's the only reason I said like 5th season because of Tits. I think he's like in the 3rd season.
But then he
That's a
comes
good
back.
episode. He does come back, but I don't. The comeback is okay. And then they redid it with like chicks.
What?
Not redid it, but they have like another group of germs. It was like more like viruses. It was like a different. They had germs here, and then they did like viruses or something. And
the
then it was
females?
different. Yeah.
That's insulting. I was insulted. That's
So
super
originally it was
insulting.
like the germs was Toots and his background singers, and then the other one were like girls.
Girl band or something.
It was
Girl
almost like
group.
remember the lambs on what's that show we watched? Max Singer. Remember the lambs? They were
Oh,
sisters?
yeah.
Like them. Which might have been the point.
Don't watch Maxine.
That's not a show that I recommended for kids. That is not. Anyhow. So Curious George, like I said, silly little monkey. Very curious.
I'm so in love with you.
Okay, that's it. You read. Read.
None of us be young. Peep in the big wide world.
Peep in the
I almost sang the world.
No.
She didn't like
Listen, there's something called Word World, which is good for little kids. I never liked it when
It
I was
went-
younger. It gave me nightmares when I was younger. I don't know why.
I think she's broken.
I just had
Which
a
one
thing
of you
with
broke
dogs.
her? It's Jerry, isn't it?
It was Jerry. Very good. Yeah, but I did have nightmares of Word World when I was younger. But
And
that's not the one we're talking
they
about.
started having extra people. They added new people, and it just wasn't so good when they added people. Like
Yeah, the older stuff is good.
the newer stuff.
I
is
always like the
terrible.
ant and the pig's relationship.
The ant and the pig. I love them. My
Them
favorite
together are
was
great.
The duck. I
The
love
duck?
the duck.
When I was younger, my favorite was the frog.
Mm.
Yes, that should tell you about how I used to watch cartoons when I was younger.
You picked the worst character.
To most people, I always like the serious, like smart ones.
The worst character. He was not funny. He was not fun. He was boring.
Probably.
Duck had to get him into trouble for him to be fun. Duck.
They didn't really get into trouble. But the dog gave me nightmares. And the dog's
How
not
did
creepy.
the dog give you nightmares?
I just had like this nightmare of like dogs coming and bugging me. And it would change from now and then. But one of the times it was the dog from that show. He's not a creepy dog, guys. I don't know why I had nightmares of him.
He's
Don't listen to
very,
me.
very cute. He doesn't talk. All the other animals talk, but he doesn't talk.
Because he's a dog. Anyhow. This show is good. But not one of the greatest.
And
Peep
it's
in the
not
Big
on
Wide
our list.
World. Yep. Peep in the Big Wide World is wonderful. It is about Peep, Duck. What's the red one? Robin or something?
I don't remember.
I don't. But they're friends that do stuff. Now, why is it called Peep in the Big Wide World? I guess it's because the name of the song goes around Peep, but in reality, oh, I know why it's called Peep in the Big Wide World. Because the one who's mostly learning is Peep. Because Peep is like recently hatched into the world. So he's learning all types of new things. And sometimes Duck and the other bird, I can't remember the bird's name right now.
The
But they
red one.
pretend like they know like what's going on.
That one was fun. The
Duck?
red one.
No, the red one was
I
good.
said that one was fun. He's fun, but not very smart.
The red one was lots of fun and very smart.
Not very smart.
She was smarter than Duck.
Yes.
So Duck is like very arrogant. Sometimes the red one's like, oh, I know what this is. This has to be blah 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 blah.
And what's
But
wrong?
when it's not working out, Peep and the red one give up. They're like, oh, well, not give up. Like they stop trying. I mean, like they give up with their idea. Like once they're proven wrong, they're like, oh wait, okay, can't be this thing, but Dick will keep on going. He'll be like, no, it's definitely this, and he'll just take stuff like these are mine, these belong to ducks. Little birds aren't allowed to have these. Only ducks. Like, bro, you gotta stop stealing.
What about the bread episode?
That bread one is well,
That's the best one. It gets mold and stuff.
you.
I mean, I might have ate it.
So they're always learning about things in their environment. So that means like if they find food, living in the ocean, because obviously, well, like obviously the duck lives in like a pond lake type of thing. It was a pond. It depends on what they find. Like Peep lives in a glass, not a glass, a tin can. So they learn about the things that they just happen to find around them. It is a really great show.
That was James.
Sure.
James is over there.
Mm-hmm. Sure. It really is a very fun show. And for narration's sake, some of these shows have like narrators.
Narrators.
What did I say?
Narrators.
Narrators. Like Pokio has narrators. And he's
A
a
narrator.
narrator.
Narrators.
My brain is not with me, guys. I left
is
it
he?
upstairs somewhere. He's probably crocheting.
It's funny how your brain's a guy.
I just refer to everything as a he.
I know. Him. What's wrong with him? And I'm talking about, like, I don't know, a pen.
So the Pokio narrator is pretty good.
Narrator. You said narrator.
Yeah,
Narrator.
operator.
Narrator.
The
Narrator.
Pokio narrator.
Yep.
Okay, good. It's pretty good. Some shows, that just kind of bland. Pokio's is not. But the best thing about People in the Big Wide World's narrator is that she has way more emotion than most shows do. Pokio too, now that I think about it. But there's like one thing that always runs free in my mind, and that's at some point the narrator says that Duck is going somewhere, and he's going one way, and suddenly she shouts, "But he was going the wrong way!" And he's like, "Oh," and he turns around. So that was fun. The narrator of that show, People in the Big Wide World, is Joan Cusack. You adults may know who I'm talking about because she and her brother are pretty famous. Their family is pretty famous.
Wait, who's her brother?
John, I think? I don't know the name. I just know that they're really famous
Interesting.
and that they've not done some good things in the past year. Not Joan, but I think their parents. I don't remember. You didn't hear that from me. Just in case I'm wrong.
It's a bunch of gossip.
I mean, they're all from Hollywood. But for the kids watching, if you don't recognize the name Joan Cusack, she plays Jessie from Toy Story.
Because
Which,
everybody knows.
If you don't know what Toy Story is, you live under a rock. I don't know what to say.
Or Mars, or can't think of any place that you would obviously know if you live
Not
there.
Pizza Planet.
Pizza Planet. Jeez. You
Anyhow,
listening to this child over here?
I'm a little bit of a child. So, People in the
than a
Big Wide
little bit.
World is a lot of fun. I would say, I forgot to say where you can find some of this. People in the Big Wide World you can find on Amazon. Pokio is on Netflix. What else do we go through?
But you can
Jake
find
and the
Pokio
Neverland
on-
Pirates is on Disney Plus. Curious George is on Disney Plus and Hulu. It's on Hulu.
But if you have the bundle,
If you have the bundle, you find it on Disney Plus. Yep. What was I going to say? Oh, People in the Big Wide World. Yeah, on Amazon. People in the Big Wide World, this age group is like 5 to 6, 5 to 8. Yeah, I guess you could.
I said you didn't do any of the age groups.
Yeah, I did. You'll see.
We'll see.
I know I did because I was trying to find the perfect one for Curious George. No, Pokio. Curious George is 3 to 6.
Maybe older, depending on the
I
kid.
mean, you could, but
Kids were all different.
which one did you read? I read Curious George. You read Peep, so I read. The next one is Handy Mandy.
Handy Mandy.
This one gets mocked a lot for being like Bob the Builder, but Handy Mandy is better than Bob the Builder.
I preferred Bob the Builder, But Bob the Builder was boring.
It was very boring.
Almost as boring as Barney.
Handy Mandy is great. It also teaches you Spanish.
Sort of.
It teaches a little bit of Spanish.
Don't put them in front of it and think they're going to come out with a whole perfect sentence. They'll get
Yeah, no.
a word here and a word there.
Yeah, so they teach a little bit of Spanish, but the main idea of Handy Mandy is supposed to be like morals. So like apologize. There's one episode where the sister, Okay, so I'm gonna go backwards.
What's
I'm gonna
sister?
one step. I'll get there, one step at a time. Handy Mandy
His name
is
is
a
Mandy.
repairman. Yes, he's a repairman, and
He's very
his
handy.
tools are alive. Like they
His
talk
tools
and
are
stuff.
alive.
And they always go places to help their friends out fix
Places
fix
to help
things.
their friends and fix things.
They go to somebody's house
They go to
and
somebody's
they're
house.
fixing their crib. Actually,
Fix
I
the
think they were
crib.
making a mobile. Babe, they're not gonna be able to hear anything. They're fixing a mobile for this family that's about to have a baby. Now, since everybody's like family, they leave their daughter with Handy Mandy so that she could help fix the mobile while they're at the hospital or whatever. I think she already had the baby. The dad just went to go see if she was doing okay and to bring her home. Now, in the episode though, the older sister that was left there is kind of scared because she feels like she's gonna be forgotten, and they just remind her that her parents love her and that she won't be forgotten. So they teach stuff like that, apologies, morals, and stuff like most kids shows teach. So, Handy Mandy is a lot of fun. The characters are
Fun.
it's
Fun,
usually
fun,
the
fun, fun.
tools that need to learn. Like they have to learn stuff like obviously apologies, and like I said, morals, but also like don't get ahead of yourself. Wait for the adult, because technically they've got the mind of children. These tools, so Handy Mandy's gotta make sure that they're like behaving themselves. Sometimes they're like, we could do this, that, and this, and they try to do it, and it just makes the problem even worse. So they have to learn from their mistakes. It's really a fun show.
Very cute.
And it's better than Bob the Builder, no matter what anybody says. It is better.
It is more entertaining, but I still like Bob the Builder more.
Because you're biased. That's the one you watched when you were little, Bob the Builder.
And the
Mandy was
newer
better.
one was terrible.
The new one was really good.
No, it
There's a
wasn't.
new Bob the Builder. It is really, really, really good. Don't listen to this crazy person.
The original was the better one.
I remember watching it for the first time and going, where was this all my life? This was so much better than the old one.
No,
Ew.
it wasn't.
The other one, it made the other one look like it was like bootleg. I know technically the newer one is the reboot, but it made the older one look like bootleg.
That was so offensive.
Yeah, even Matt, who says
They didn't
he
make
doesn't
him
admit it
chubbier.
anymore.
They didn't make him short.
Because all of them were chubby and short, but that wasn't the point. He's not chubby and short
But you
anymore.
got rid of his iconic look, and now he looks like some young guy.
He always was a young guy?
He was, but he looked like a fun young guy.
Listen,
Now he
does
looks like
the
just one of those dumb
character-
young guys.
Does the character design look as
Upset me.
adorable? No.
No.
But is the show better? Absolutely. It's more
No.
entertaining. It's like you understand the moral or the lesson of the story more.
Bob the Builder was not on
It was
our
better.
list.
It's not. But the new one was better.
Because she's biased.
Don't listen to her. I'm not. I watched Bob the Builder with you like a million times.
And that's why she's biased.
I watched Bluey a million times and I still love that.
'Cause
I
you're
watched Bob the Builder
biased.
one episode. I'm like, ah,
'Cause she's biased.
no.
Or- I'm not biased. It was better.
Your turn.
My turn.
Your turn.
It's my turn, James.
I think it's number 8.
James, not number 8. It's number 8. Martha speaks and speaks and speaks and speaks and.
If you didn't watch Martha Speaks, that's a very sad childhood.
The
I don't know
worst
what to tell
childhood.
you.
My life was horrible, very hard. We're here for you.
I know sometimes we're joking, but seriously, Martha Speaks was amazing. So, oh wait. You can find Handy Mandy on Disney Plus, and Handy Mandy's like 5 to 6, 5 to 8 age group. And again, these shows we pick stuff that was all appropriate, so it can be watched by younger children. It's just what would they grasp mentally, because you know sometimes it just goes over their heads. So it's appropriate for everyone, everything that we've mentioned. But some of them might go over their heads or just become less appealing as you get older. So Handyman is like 5 to 8. This Martha Speaks is, I would say, it depends because it's got a lot of like silly elements, which are good for like 4-year-olds and 5-year-olds. But the things that they teach are a little bit older, so it's really I would say like 5 to like all the way up to 10, 5 to 10, because it's a vocabulary show. So sometimes it's like harder for kids to grasp vocabulary. But Martha Speaks is about a dog who ate some alphabet soup one day, and instead of going to her stomach, it accidentally went to her brain.
And now she's got a lot to say.
I'll put the theme song on for you guys if I can find it.
Martha was an average dog. She went and but when she ate some alphabet soup, then what happened was bizarre.
On the way to Martha's stomach, the letters lost their way. They traveled to her brain, and now
She's got a lot to say. Now she speaks.
How now, brown cow?
Martha speaks. Yeah, she speaks and speaks and speaks and speaks and speaks.
What's a caboose? What are we eating again?
Martha speaks.
Hey, Joe, what do you know? My name's not Joe.
She's not always right, but still that Martha speaks.
Hi there.
She's got her voice, she's ready to shout. Martha will tell you what it's all about. Sometimes wrong, but seldom in doubt. Martha will tell you what it's all about. That dog's unique.
Testing, 1, 2.
Hear her speak. Martha speaks and speaks and speaks and speaks and
Communicates, enumerates, elucidates, exaggerates, indicates, and explicates, bloviates, and overstates, and hyperventilates.
Martha, to reiterate, Martha speaks.
Hey, Joe, what do you know?
My name's not Joe. She's not always right, but still that Martha speaks. But exactly, because she's learned to speak, or learning to speak, she has to learn all these different vocabulary words. And so they'll always teach her new words. On top of learning new words. For Pete's sake, guys. What did you do to me?
Yep,
On
it's your
top
fault,
of...
Jeffrey.
See?
It's Jeffrey's fault.
So on top of learning new
I'm gonna say
words...
James, but James is a good guy. Jeffrey and Jerry are the bad guys.
Okay.
Anybody with a J.
On top of learning new words, you also do the morals as most kids shows do. Sometimes some episodes are just for fun. Some of them are morals and like problem solving. Like there's an episode where they want to get all these puppies adopted, and they figure out how to do that. So it's also like, even though you're kids, you could do big things type of thing, which I think is pretty cool.
No, guys can do big
Martha's-
things too.
Martha Speaks is awesome.
And speaks and
It really is just so funny. Yeah. I want to like say more, but I don't know what more to say to convince you. Anyhow, Martha Speaks you can find on PBS Kids. If you have the PBS Kids Go app. I think it might also be on Amazon. I'm sure you can buy it on Amazon, but I think it's currently for free on Amazon. So,
She thinks.
yeah, don't quote me on that one, guys.
Don't quote her on most things.
Probably not. No. You just did that one. Oh, the next one is Fancy Nancy.
Fancy Nancy.
Now, if you read the book, you know a fair amount about Fancy Nancy. This is, I would debate, better than the book. First, it's got more detail because as a show, you really can't go off everything. But it doesn't
It doesn't
add
take
too
away.
much, and it doesn't take away from what the original Fancy Nancy was. It's basically the same exact idea. You know, a little girl who loves to be fancy, and she teaches you these fancy words like posh and stuff. Yes, that's a fancy word. But they also added not only, you know, fancy vocabulary, but they also added morals and how to treat people and stuff like that. My favorite part about the show, in all reality, is that she gets like dramatic, it's sad, and like falls apart at times, and her parents are just like, "You're fine." What? But it's just kind of like they're dealing with their eldest child, which I think is really funny. But the show is really good. It covers things some kid shows don't cover. Like It's Okay to Cry. Most kid shows do that one, but like autism and stuff, I feel like it's kind of a newer trend. Like I saw in Fancy Nancy and Daniel Tiger. But yeah, I can't think of words right now. Sorry. Yeah, but they talk about it like not to, because she like feels bad for the kid with autism, but then she like goes overboard, and the kid feels almost like scared around her because she's just so overbearing. It's just like how to respect people's wishes even when you're trying to help, which I liked a lot. It is really good, and like I said, I debate it's better than the books. And it doesn't, like, usually when you watch stuff like that, it takes away from what it originally was. You know what I just remembered, and I keep on forgetting to tell you? The lady that made that book, Walk On, made the Boss Baby book.
Really?
What? How are you not surprised by that? They made the movies based on her book. Whatever. It's very, very good, the show. I think
At
it's
the
your
Boss
turn.
Baby show.
No, we did not say watch the Boss Baby show. We never, ever, 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 ever said that. Ever.
Terrible.
We were well behaved about that one. What is she looking for?
Oh, Fetch with Ruff Ruff Man.
Fetch with Ruff Ruff Man.
I don't know. I had such a hard time reading that.
Cause she's crazy.
It's not French with Ruff Ruff Man. It's Fetch with Ruff Ruff.
Even though that's what you wrote on the other page.
It's not my fault. That's what it sounded like.
So, Fetch with Ruff Ruff Man is a game show. Ran by Ruff Ruffman, who is a orange dog. Now, there's these 8, maybe 10 kids competing for whatever the prize is. It's not a legit prize. You know what? You need to watch the show because he doesn't even know what the prize is until like maybe the 8th episode. So like, wait, bro, you don't know what the prize is? And it's like, I'll figure it out. Every time. It never fails. But it was great. The only thing about Fetch with Ruff Ruff Man, which you might bug older kids, is that after a while, you can tell it's rigged. They have a specific kid they want to win, which kind of stinks. But you can't tell unless you're older. So, it's great. It teaches you a little bit of everything because the game show is based on they learn something and then they have to, like, recall it and they have to put what they've learned into action. So, like, they learn how to tell jokes and, like, be a comedian, and then they have to go and tell jokes. They learn how to cook, and then they cook for their friends and whoever's got the best dish ones. They learn all types of cool stuff. And what I like about it is not only are you learning stuff, like, they teach you the name, let's say in the cooking episode, they teach you the name of the special instruments? Not instruments, what would you call it?
Instruments.
Yeah, the instruments they use, stuff like that. So it's a lot of, I love it that they make you recall this stuff, but also show you them learning and using everything that they've learned. So they've got tons of stuff like that. What was I going to say? I kind of forgot. Oh, but what I also love is that they show you that these things that are for older people or many kids think it's for older people that younger kids can do, like cooking, less dancing, but yeah, dancing too, but like performing for people and the comedian, especially performing for people. It shows you that kids can do, to some extent, the same things adults can do, which I really liked. And it's got a great theme song. I don't care what people say. It's got a great theme song. They're always like, it's not that good of a game show. It kind of is, though. Let me see. Like the rest of them aren't rigged. Wait, yeah, it is my turn. Pig plus cat.
No.
If you ever hear some crazy person who's like in his 20s say, Pig plus cat isn't good, they are biased and crazy.
That's an oddly specific.
It was very specific because I'm thinking one specific person was like, it's not good. But bro, you didn't grow up watching the show. Of course you didn't think it's good. Because the reason why I say that the person was being biased, you're probably going to be like, but you did, is because anything that wasn't from his era, he hated. Everything that was, though, was perfect. Best thing ever came out of the whole world. It's like, bro, that is not how that works. You can't just say people in the big wide world stinks. That's not fair.
We're talking about Pig plus
You just
Cat.
never gave it a chance.
Uh-huh.
Pig plus cat, one of the things that this specific person complained about was that it was super extra, but that's the whole point of the show. We're going away at a time. Pig, the little girl, has a cat. Pig plus cat. And they learn math. That's the whole idea of the show. So she's always problem solving, and in order to solve the problems, they have to use math. Many times, though, she flips out. Like, she freaks out. Like, she, like,
I'm
goes
totally
crazy.
freaking out.
Literally wishes, I'm totally freaking out. And it's very extra. But that's the whole point, because then the cat goes, and then they count down to calm themselves down.
I've
so
never
it's,
seen it actually work though.
for her, it always works.
It works for her.
No, but so it's a math show, but they also get that little bit where she needs to relax and calm down and to be able to solve the problem. So when people are like, the show's, it's like saying Loki's not a good character because he's just so evil. Like he's evil. Bro, that's the point of Loki. He's a bad guy. Like, is he not supposed to be evil? It's the point of Pick Plus Cat. She's supposed to be extra. Like, you can't say it's not good because it's their job. You know what I'm saying? What? Oh, no. I lost the pen. That's okay. We'll survive. It's your turn. Number 12. I think.
Yeah. Xavier Riddles in the
Secret Museum. Yes, I didn't write it.
Xavier Riddle and the Secret Museum.
I always
What
forget it's
great-
called And the Secret Museum.
What
Sorry,
great
just with Xavier.
secrets will we find?
Xavier
Xavier
Riddles.
Riddles in the Secret Museum. Every boy and every single boy and girl has what it takes to
So
change
the
the world.
only problem with Xavier Riddles is that it's a history show, and most history shows for kids, especially done by PBS Kids, aren't entirely accurate to history. But it isn't so bad that like you can't let your kids watch it because they'll learn nothing but lies. It is pretty good for the most part. But the idea of the show is that Xavier, Udina, and I was supposed to look up the kid's name, but I forgot to. I'll put his name on over here somewhere. But these three kids go to the Secret Museum, which is the site of an action museum which Xavier and Udina's parents run. They go to the Secret Museum whenever they have problems. Like maybe they're afraid and they want to have like good advice about how to overcome it. Maybe they messed up somehow and they need to figure out how to apologize. Stuff like that. Actually, I don't think an apology was ever a thing. But it's always stuff like being too afraid, not knowing how to say your own opinion, stuff like that. And so they go to meet people that have done those type of things. Trying to think of like facing your fears type of stuff would have been Harry Houdini. I think they went to him for something else, but I'm almost positive it was for fear. But obviously Harry Houdini did all types of crazy stunts, and I'm sure he was nervous at times. So they go to meet these famous people and to learn and get advice from those people and how they did things. So it really is a very good show. It's very cute. The art is adorable. The art is very Peanuts-esque, which I love.
Yes.
Isn't it? It's like so Peanuts. It's so cute. The show is great. There's really nothing bad to say about it, except for the history may not be completely accurate, but in reality, there's not a ton of accurate history kids shows. What do you think, Chanel?
There's not much accurate history, period.
That is true. Everyone's got their own interpretation on history.
That most aren't even fact-based at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite annoying.
I mean, we did an episode on George Washington, Jojo and I, on Two of the Bunch. And at one point I said that one of George Washington's hobbies was horse riding. And he was like, no, it was fox hunting. No, horse riding. He said, no, it was fox hunting. But both of us are like so many different versions of it. And in reality, there's just like...
He could have had two hobbies.
Yeah, that's true. We were like, well, maybe he did both. But, like, they don't mention everything. Or
Also,
this is, like, the thing he did. Like,
his hobbies aren't what saved the universe.
that's true, but I'm saying, like, you never get, like, even hobbies they manipulate around.
Yes.
Like,
Yes. They try to tell you what they think would be there to what build them to be who they are. Most history can't tell you what actually built the historian.
yeah. So, she's right. Not all histories are completely accurate. History shows. Xavier Riddles is... It's 3 to 4 only because of their expressions. So little kids can catch that. But in general, I would say 3 to 7 is the age group for that show. You can find that one on PBS Kids. All right. My brain
You
was
can also
working.
find it on Amazon Prime Video.
Can you? I thought they only had like one episode on them.
They had the first season.
Okay. All right. So the next show, which got replaced for a different show, but whatever, is Just in Time. There's also Just in Time Go, which we suggest both, but we figured we would talk more specifically about Just in Time. So Just in Time is a show about a kid named Justin who has a wild imagination. And he goes on adventures with his friend Squiggy, who's a little like imagination. He's like a little bit of Play-Doh, is what he is. And he and Squiggy go on all types of adventures. And they always end up hanging out with this girl named Olive. It's not real. She's also a part of his imagination. And they just all hang out and do fun games together. So it encourages letting kids have their imaginations and exploring and just figuring out things for themselves. But they also are learning all types of things, which is great. It's really a fun show and very entertaining. I was thinking about something. It was one of those shows that like Pacquiao, like you love it no matter what. You may not like want to sit and watch it because it's not, for your age group, but it's still good enough that you're like, yeah, this is great. This really is a very good show. So Just in Time is really good. I would suggest that one from 3 to 8. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. What is your turn? It is your turn. Yes, I'd look at them before you say them.
Electric Company.
Electric Company. Electric Company is the greatest, wonderful thing ever.
One of her favorites. She still likes
It really is one of my favorites, and yes, I still do like it. Almost unashamedly. Electric Company. I don't even know why they call it Electric Company. I mean, I do, but I don't. Oh, this is important to say. Not the 1970 version. Please, for your sake, don't watch the 1970 version. It is not good. 2008 version. Now you
she
can
didn't like that it was old.
No, I like old stuff. My favorite version of Sesame Street is the original Sesame Street with Kermit. I love that Sesame Street.
Wasn't this
It is
black and white
wonderful.
old?
No, it had colors.
Sometimes.
The original Sesame Street was
I
older
was saying that
than the Electric Company.
yeah.
Electric Company was it was too much. They were trying to. So when Sesame Street came out, they wanted a show that would jump from thing to thing so they would keep kids' attention. Because they had the idea for this demographic was for kids that weren't able to go to school, which usually was kids that lived in the projects and stuff like that. So they found that kids in the projects had a shorter attention span than most kids.
ADHD.
Some had ADHD, but it was just like typical not being able to focus because everyone now can't focus because now we're always scrolling on our phones. But imagine how bad it was then that they
Is that
needed to
what
create a show,
causes
Sesame
it?
Street.
I don't scroll on the phone and I still can't keep attention.
It's television that does it to us. But that's what I'm saying. Scrolling is one of those like signs that you're just not focusing. Because obviously you should be studying, but you're probably scrolling.
I'll do my studying.
mm,
And I do it after school. Studying's before and after. And
she
during.
does study a lot, but
Too much.
nothing. My brain is going off.
She's
Exactly. So Sesame Street was mean for kids with like slow attention. What is it called?
attention spans.
They can't pay attention.
Because they're ADHD.
No, but yes. And that was the same idea with the original Electric Company. It just felt so fast though that you really couldn't understand what was happening. It was just too fast, too much skipping from next thing to the next thing. And I have a very high case of ADHD, so if anybody should be able to pay attention, someone like me should be able to. Wasn't good. The
liked
new one is a lot like the older one, where they skip off the things, but it's not too soon in the video where you don't understand what was happening.
It's like a video game. You got the storyline, and then you have,
Side
the
stuff.
side games.
Yeah, kind of. So Electric Company is great. It really is super good. And the whole point of the show is to teach kids how to read. So they teach you vowels and what R's job is, what ING does,
Bossy
word
R.
groups, stuff. Yes. And they do everything with song. I love that they do it with songs.
Sunny's a ninja.
Not doing it this time.
No, okay, she won't
No.
do it this time.
No. I say this
Maybe
time
the
because we had
next
to redo it last time.
This is her fault entirely.
It kind of was. I was very distracted. Again, ADHD. But it was, everything is done musical, which I love. The acting isn't always great, but it's usually pretty good. It's not like so bad that you're like, God, this is so bad. But it's, sometimes
She
you're
meant,
like,
oh no, it's really bad. Not, the word you're not supposed to be saying.
fine.
In vain. In vain.
That is true.
Shame. Shame, shame, shame.
The acting is great,
But
it's not horrible. And it's not like one of those. It's not like a Disney kid show where it's like every second they're just horrible. It's like every now and then you could tell that these actors have their strengths and weaknesses. Like Hector usually is a good actor, but he's not good at pretending to be angry. He's just not. So they've got their strengths and weaknesses, and it's not throughout the whole show, thank goodness. So they use their word reading powers because they all have something that refers to reading to figure out these problems. And they go against the other guys who also have word reading powers, but they usually use it for evil. Like one can unscramble and the other one scrambles it up. That's the premise or idea of the show. It's a great show. It really is. And the music is great. For those who don't like Lin-Manuel Miranda, he's in there and he makes a few of the songs, but he's not totally obnoxious. He was great. They have a lot of celebrities on there. It's like Neo, Whoopi Goldberg, obviously
Who's she
Lin-Manuel,
in that?
and Thompson. She plays Hector's mom. Remember the thing where he's
Hector's
an
the white
astronaut?
guy.
I don't know why the colored lady would. It was just a joke.
It
Anyhow.
makes no sense.
Remember the skit where Hector? They do a lot of like fake movie skits.
Yeah, it's a shame because some of them you want to be movies.
Literal kid movies, but yeah, it was still
I'd watch
funny.
them.
There was remember the one where it's Hector's an astronaut and his mom accidentally gets inside of the rocket.
Yes,
That one
I
was
remember
Whoopi
that
Goldberg.
one. Why was she there?
I don't know, but
What
they
was
have a lot
it
of
needed?
celebrities, like Tiki Barber and like Sherry Shepherd, people like them. It was really, really good. Some of them are like there to sing a song. Like Neo is just there to do some of the side stuff. Tiki Barber's actually in the show. Not for one episode, he was in the show.
Yep.
That was a funny episode. And I love the rap that she has in that show, in that episode.
Who?
What I love about the show is that they have like some really good like lessons, like not to lie and stuff like that. But then they carry some pretty cool songs to go with it. Like there's one where it's like learn how to decipher when somebody's lying. Look at all the facts and just go off what you think is true. So that's one of the songs which they use twice, but whatever. They just redo the song in a different style. And then there's another episode where somebody's being lied about and everybody's kind of turning their back on them because of the lie. But then he's like, you know me, like I've never been that type of a person. Why would I do that? So I like it that it like teaches you an important lesson, like don't believe what you're being told. Look for more resources. Just because one person says it doesn't mean it's right. And just because many people are saying it, if there's something fishy about it, there's probably something wrong with it. And then they create cool songs to go with the idea, which I love. Electric Company is great. The age group for that one would be like 5 to 10, I would say. 5 to 10.
Or 11, actually.
It really can be for like up to 13 because there are some like good like vocabulary stuff in there, but also good morals. Like again, the lion thing, like something all kids should learn. But probably not much older. I mean, I still like it to this day. So it's one of those things that if the kid watches it, they probably will still like it, even as they get older. But if I had to give you a certain age group, I went doing from 10 to younger, I would say it's like 5 to 10. Oh, and you really can't find this one anywhere. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I know I like hyped it up and I'm like, you can't find it anywhere.
Probably YouTube.
You could find a few episodes on YouTube, and there used to be this guy that's whole thing was finding these episodes, making them look good, and then putting them on YouTube, like the whole episodes. I can't find him. If I find him, I'll put his link in the description. But I can't find him.
Try guest
I
profile.
might put his thing up here.
The guest profile of Google. You can find anything because then they can't find your, what's it face?
Your algorithm?
Yep.
I don't know how true that is, but that's crazy.
Because you can look up anything. Anything at all.
I should be able to find him on YouTube. I don't know where he went. That I'll find him.
Or he canceled himself.
James,
is it your
Alicia Company used to be on Hulu, but they don't have it on Hulu anymore. So you probably only find it on YouTube, unfortunately.
I don't think I know it, James.
Not personally. Here, your turn.
Didn't I just read Electric Company?
Did you? Oh, yeah. Storybots.
Storybots! Ta-da!
Won't you come along with us? That's the Super Songs one. Okay, so the Storybots and the Storybots Super Songs. Now, there are other ones on Netflix. We haven't watched them. So we really can't tell you if they're good or not. But Storybots Super Songs are great. Storybots, the whole idea of the show is that they are these guys who answer our questions. And they live inside of a computer. However, when a question is too much for them to handle or they just don't know the answer, they leave the computer world and go to the outer world in order to figure out the truth or what the answer is. And then they come back and tell you the answer. That's the whole idea of the show. And it's really very entertaining and funny. And it really is great. And I say this because maybe you want to know. There are celebrities in there, like all types of celebrities. Like Weird Al Yankovic makes an appearance on the show.
That was my favorite episode.
It really is a funny episode.
It's so
They
much
have
fun.
all types of celebrities on the show. I'm trying to think of words. It is appropriate, completely appropriate. My nose is so itchy. I'm like allergies, crazy now. So Storybots, you learn all types of things because they're always trying to figure out answer all types of questions. They also have the Storybots Super Songs, which is just purely. Sometimes you see the characters from Storybots, but it's mostly just music, which is great. Honestly, we still sing some of the songs like today. They're really, really good. Like most kids shows have like junky songs, but Storybots Super
That's
Songs has
very,
some
very
great
catchy.
songs. It really is very, very good, and they're very catchy. And I when I was younger, that's how I learned the order of the planets. So they also work. It is very, 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 very good.
It's like having to,
So
sing your
itchy.
alphabet in order to get the letters.
That can be a little bit of a problem.
Or sing the song, what's his face's song of the days of the month. In order to get
Jack Harmon.
Yeah, but I have to sing from the very
Jack
beginning.
Harmon is a great YouTube channel. He does kids music.
Yeah, you could sit your kids in front of those.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with his stuff. Like he does a very good job, and he teaches all
That's how I
types
remember
of
the
things.
weeks, the day of the weeks,
Like,
and
he
then
does
the
seasons,
days
days,
of the
the weeks, numbers, math. Just episodes where he
Everything.
just exercises for kids to do with music behind them, so they don't really realize they're exercising.
Yeah, it's a good
all
way
types
to
of
get
things.
them. It's a good way to get us.
He is great. He's on YouTube. Literally, Jack Hartman. Hartman.
Hartman.
Hart.
Is it heart with an E or heart just with an A?
Just with me.
Just with an A.
You're next.
I am next, people.
She's
Next
next.
for what?
I don't know.
This is really how you spell it. It's terrible. Octonauts.
Honestly, I was guessing.
You guessed. She guessed.
I think it's right.
Octonauts.
Octonauts is wonderful.
That's
You explain
adorable.
Octonauts.
Okay. They're a bunch of animals.
I've done all the work. She's looking at me like, huh?
Sea animals that work undersea, I guess.
They're not all sea animals because one
all
of them is
sea
a cat.
animals. Oh,
That is
which
always
one's a
remind
cat?
me of Hugh Jackman. The cat
a
reminds
cat?
me of Hugh Jackman.
Which one's a cat?
Scraggy.
I thought he was like a catfish.
No, he's a regular cat. Some of them are regular animals. Some of them are sea
Turnip.
animals. Turnip. Yeah, the turnips are. Yeah. Turnip.
Yeah,
If you watch the show, you would understand the turnip thing.
Yeah.
But they're all animals that work in a submarine that looks like an octopus.
Whale.
And obviously, the submarine is in the ocean. So they solve problems in the ocean, whether it's getting a animal back to his family or just cleaning up the ocean. Some of these shows have like eco-friendly junk. Like, it gets too much.
I don't think it was eco-friendly till later.
No, Octonauts has never been that way.
No,
I mean,
it is
wait.
later.
I will say Netflix has created some reboots. I don't know anything about the reboots. I'm saying the original show. So the Octonauts does have those things where, like, we have to clean the sea, but they live in the ocean. So, like, sometimes they get algae all over the stuff and they have to clean it. Or sometimes it's, like, literal trash everywhere and they have to clean up their spot.
Or
So it's, like, clean up the ocean and appreciate it, but without forcing it.
or else they themselves litter.
Yeah, sometimes they, like, make messes and they're like, oh, look at what the mess we caused. And they have to clean it up. It's not only, like, the greatest thing about Octonauts for me is that they don't only teach you about some cool facts about these animals, they also teach you some moral lessons. So, like, they may be teaching you about these fish, but they're also teaching you not to be, like, what's the word? Like, to rush into things. Because each character's got their own flaws and they all have to learn lessons. So they teach you morals and they also teach you about animals. So you get both, which is super fun. The animation is adorable, and it's just such a fun show. I think they sing also.
Do they sing?
I know at the end they sing as a wrap-up to summarize what they learned about the animal. Yeah. So they sing at the end to summarize what they learned about the animals. Besides, I don't know. I don't remember any other singing. But it is a great show. I know this is going to sound... I'll tell you after. Because you can judge me off camera. But...
Very judgmental.
One
One of us have to be.
So, next show. The show, I'm going to, like, warn you. Oh, wait. Sorry. I forgot to do the most important part. Octonauts is, like, 3 to 6 age group. I mean, you could even do 3 to 8 because of how much they teach you.
And you can find it on Netflix.
Can't find it on Netflix. Netflix.
Just Netflix.
Guys, you'll probably be able to buy everything on Prime Video, but not buying wise. You can find it on Netflix. What was I going to say? This next show is not on here for morals. It is not on here for any other reason except for that it's a lot of fun. Which is Masha and Bear. Now, the reason why I said all that is because Masha and Bear, the little girl, is very poorly behaved.
Terrible.
And she doesn't say a lot of English. But that's kind of the whole point. It's one of those shows that's like Tom and Jerry, basically. Yeah. Except for more appropriate. And for children. Not that Tom and Jerry wasn't for children, but I'm saying...
It was not for children.
No, there were some episodes where they
it was
said...
for back when we didn't really care that much about our children days.
Sure. We're talking about there's some stuff in Tom and Jerry that wasn't entirely appropriate. But what I mean that it's for children is that it's for younger kids, like 3 to 6. Masha... Actually, it's honestly for, like, much younger, Masha and Bear, because it's more of hijinks, which little kids can catch on to. But that's why I say it's not morals, because the little girl does bad things and then terrorizes the bear that she goes to visit because they're friends.
And he hasn't eaten her yet. I would have done it.
Yeah.
Everything would have been wrapped up. We wouldn't have any
animals live almost anthropomorphic. I can't say it now. I'll blame you, Nicole. He knows what he did. Anthropomorphic. The fact that it takes you what? I'll put the word up here. You know what I'm trying to say, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Anthropomorphic. I can't say words right now. Except for that they don't talk or wear clothes, but they do live like humans do. Some of them do.
Sometimes
it's kind of confusing. Some of them. Oh yeah, that's true. They wear like ties and dresses and stuff. It really depends on the mood.
Well, she wears clothes at least.
Yeah, Masha, the little girl. The show's originally Russian, so you may see a lot of. Yes, I'm sorry. I've made mistakes. You see the like culture in some of the stuff, like what she wears, the dolls that she has, stuff like that. It's really a lot of fun. It really is. And this show is just very adorable. But again, it's not morals. There's nothing educational that's coming out of it. It's just one of those shows like Tom and Jerry in the way of you watch it for the sense of hijinks and it's funny. And that's what Masha and Bear is. It's hijinks and funny, but also completely appropriate. I just remembered Masha and Bear also got a spooky story one, which isn't really spooky stories. It's more like
they're moral stories.
It's moral stories that have like a scary
Ending.
parts in them and scary endings. So like you did something bad and these are the horrible consequences. But it's not
Didn't they have
actually
story
scary.
time?
And then there's a story time one. Now listen, Masha and Bear, the actual show, it actually gets better as the season's going. Behavior wise, yes, but I meant like just quality gets better. So but the Masha and Bear voice is what I want to talk about. The voice is good and it actually goes with the lips. But the spooky story one and the other one, the regular story ones, whatever they call that one, doesn't go with the lips. Because the show's originally Russian or something, and it's not the same word, so they just recorded over that. It's still good, but if you notice that the lips aren't the same, it's because English wasn't the original language. So. I like Masha and Bear the most, but the storytime one and the scary story one is good too.
They're my favorites.
Again, you can find them on Netflix, and it's like Masha and Bear, the regular one, is like 2 to like what's the word?
7.
Yeah, like 7, 2 to 7. I think it's your turn.
Yeah.
It's your turn. Oh, it's so edgy.
Special Agent Oso.
Yep. Give me 1 second. I'm counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
crocheting
6,
for you
7,
people.
8, 9, 10. How do I have
She's
10?
crocheting. She's not supposed to tell you.
I can tell you. Just
She can't tell you.
1, 2, 3.
She'll tell you
4,
during
5,
Christmas.
6. Oh, I can't tell you what I'm crocheting is what you're saying. Yeah, I
It's,
can't because somebody that I'm making this for might be watching is probably going to watch it. I don't know. I know it's
He's
so
very
edgy.
supportive.
So, Special Agent also is good for the age group from 3 to like 6. Special Agent also is like a problem solving almost, but also steps. So, I know the steps thing doesn't really make
Special
sense.
steps.
Exactly what she said. But they go through stuff like if you want to plant, you have to dig, you have to put the seed in, then you have to water them.
After you close up the dirt.
But yeah, that's true. But they don't. Sometimes they skip a step that's like that as important. But the whole point is to like tell you the importance of making sure you follow through every step and listen to the instructions. That's basically the idea of the show. He gets into problems because he doesn't listen to all the instructions, and then by the end he's like, "Oh, I need to do this." So, for example, with the planting seeds thing, he might dig and then come right back up and start watering it, but he would never put the seeds in. And you're not going to get anything if you don't put the seeds in. So that's the whole idea of the show. Like, listen to the instructions and then follow the steps step by step. So it is a very smart show. The animation is good. It really, like, what more can you say? It's entertaining. I know I liked it a lot when I was younger. Again, you don't have to like it now. You have to like when you were younger. I think it's still good now. My brain, because I'm tired. I'm sorry. What are you going to say about it?
It's definitely step by step. But I think it kind of get boring after a while. Because I feel like they kind of reuse the morals. Not reuse the kind of
Yeah, I feel like
basics.
sometimes they reuse some of the steps. Not in like, we're planting again, but like, you skipped this specific step and he has to redo that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because many of the times he's learning how to do like spy stuff and he will skip on one of the spy things. And then in the end, when he has to do the steps step by step in order to do it right, he like learns the spy thing he's supposed to do because again, he's a special agent. So it's a good show. It's very entertaining. And they have music in it, which most kids really like. I know when I was younger, I liked the music. What's the next one? Because it's my turn. Oswald. Okay, so Oswald is like Sarah and Duck in the way that it's very chill. Great for like before nap time. It is so cute, guys. Oswald is an octopus who has a dog, but the dog is a hot dog. Why is he food? I don't know, but he is. And the world is just very chill. So you just kind of see his life as he goes about things. And it's basically the whole idea of the show. It's very cute. It's very chill. It's very relaxing, which is probably, is in my personal opinion, the best part about the show. Because instead of getting like a show that like hypes the kids up, it like winds them down, which is perfect. It really is such a wonderful show. Noggin had lots of those like kind of just chill you out, relax shows. Oswald is from anywhere from like 3 to 6. I don't know where you can find that show, guys. I'm sorry. I mean, if you have, I think it's Noggin, the Noggin subscription, which you can get on Prime Video, you can have that show. I think you can find it on Paramount also. I'm almost positive you can find it on Paramount, but I don't remember.
Yeah, you can find it on Paramount, I think.
Yeah, Paramount Plus. It's your turn. Did I do the age group for Special Agent also?
No.
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Did she, people?
In case I didn't, 3 to 6, 3 to 7, 3 to 7. And you can find that one on Disney Plus.
Backyardigans.
The Backyardigans. Well, you probably see the song and we'll maybe dance along. So Backyardigans it's such a great concept. I really love the concept of the show. The concept of the show is that there are these 4 kids. They're animals, but they're kids. Yeah.
2 girls, 3
Oh no,
boys.
5 of them. I say 4 because they like take turns. Not all of them are in the episodes all the time.
Austin's usually never in.
Yeah.
Sunny's my favorite.
Yeah, it was Judge's favorite too, and he was like so sad that he wasn't in many of the episodes. But all the characters are very good characters. But they're all animals, they're kids. And they all live in the same they all play in the same backyard. Because
They
their
share a
houses, backyards connect. So they all come to the backyard and they play. But they let their imagination run free. So you see a lot of their like imagination, like just like kind of going wild. Not bad wild, but like wild. And as their imagination goes wild, they're constantly singing. Like that's the whole point of the show. I mean, we'll probably sing a song, go, we'll maybe dance along because like part of the theme song. But every episode it's not just music, it's like a theme. So it's like one is jazz, one is musical, one is like classical. Obviously, you don't really sing the classical music, but like you get the idea. One is rock, one is country, and they do all types of different genres and sub-genres and music. It is so cool. And you just watch them do their adventure. You get to hear music from that specific genre and then sing to it. Usually the instrumentals are very good. The kids are good at singing. The words they're memorable, but not as, when you hear how good the beats are, the words don't compare to how great the instrumentals are. But that's just some of the songs. Lots of the songs we still like constantly sing because they get stuck in our heads. It is a very good
It's a
show.
Monster Dance Party.
Monster Dance Party.
Super Spy.
Yeah, Super Spy.
International.
Super Spy. Super Spy. Yeah. So it's got all types of music in there. I was trying to say something. Oh, but they also like, not only do they problem solve, but they also, it's one of those shows where they're either having fun, you learn about problem solving, or you learn some type of like morally important thing. Like, people are probably not as scary as their first impression type of stuff. Or even though you like it doesn't mean everybody else is gonna like it. And just because you know a lot about this thing doesn't mean that like you're right about that thing. So they teach you morals, but not every episode has like a moral. Some of it is just for fun. Some of it is problem solving, like figuring things out. But the main point of the show is that they're letting their imaginations run free while singing in a specific genre of music or subgenre or whatever you want to call it. It is a very good show. I think I said the age group already, which is like 3 to like 6. You could do it younger because kids love the music. And honestly, if you watch the show when you're like 3 to 6, you still love it. Like there's nothing that can make you not love it. They redid the show recently. Look for like an older version. I think like 2006. I saw it recently. Or like it looks like newer animation. Yeah, I haven't watched it. I don't even know. Maybe it was one of those things where they say they're redoing it, but they didn't. I don't remember for sure.
That's interesting.
But if they have, watch the older version, which is like again like 2006, maybe even before that. And it really is a really good show. The kids are pretty good at singing. You know, sometimes you have those shows and the kids aren't good at singing. The kids are pretty good at singing. There's one other thing that's kind of important, but I can't remember right now. Oh, I have to tell you where to find it. You can find it on Paramount Plus. I think they've got the first season, maybe the second. They don't have the third, which is kind of sad because that's where the Robot Rampage one is.
Still haven't seen that one.
I know. Well, we did when we were younger. We watched the 2-part episode. Sometimes they put it in one episode, but the 2-part episode of Robot Rampage. But we haven't been able to see the part 2 because they don't have it anywhere.
Shame.
It really is a shame. It was very, very good. Those are one of the episodes where the beat is pretty great. The instrumentals are great, but the lyrics aren't fantastic. Fantastic. They're good enough that you remember them and you want to sing them. But when you listen to it compared to the instrumentals, it's just not. It just doesn't compare. So, did you read Backyardigans or did I read Backyardigans? So it's my turn. My big friend. So.
My big friend, a good friend, my big friend. I love my big friend.
My big friend is about these 3 kids. Sometimes one episode might be about one specific kid, but it's usually about those 3 kids. And they each have an imaginary friend. They're a big friend because it's usually 2 times their size. For one of them, 4 times his size. But they have these imaginary friends, which are all animals. So one is a kangaroo, one is a giraffe, and the other one is an elephant. And they just do adventures with their friends. They learn moral stuff like not to bully each other, to be kind, to listen to others' opinions, to not be afraid to tell your friends the truth. So it's a lot of morals. It's also a lot of fun. The one thing some of you may not like is that there's a character named Lily in the show who's kind of mean. She's not always super mean, but there are many episodes where she's just kind of being a big jerk. I know that for some people it was she's obnoxious, which she can be, but it's not every episode. And a lot of the time she does have to apologize for acting that way. So it's not like she's just being bad and nothing ever happens. But it is a great show. The animation is cute. And it's just a lot of fun. I like the way that they go about teaching morals because it's one of those shows where they're they have to learn morals, but they do it inside of their imaginations, which I like a lot. Your turn, I think. Yeah, it's your turn. I hurt my hand, and I blame her completely. My head, it hurts.
Oh, Sheriff Callie and Wild West. Your letters interacted with each other.
Sorry.
Sheriff Callie and Sheriff Callie's Wild West.
So, you explain it because my throat hurts.
Okay. It's about a cat who's a sheriff, and she has a deputy who's a woodpecker, I believe. And basically, they just do regular sheriff things in an appropriate kind of scenario.
Yeah, they have a saloon, but it's really them drinking milk and stuff.
Which the cow is this bartender, technically.
And I don't think they call her a bartender.
They don't. They should have, though. I mean, no, that's kind of inappropriate, but that's what she really was. There are Dusty and what's his face?
Dusty's the cactus.
Cactus is his deputy.
The
The
cactus is his
deputy's
best
deputy.
friend, so he ends up kind of being like a deputy to the deputy, but in reality, they're just best friends hanging out. And so, since they're hanging out, the deputy helps him. Yeah. So it's most of the show is really once you get past a few episodes, it's really more about the cactus and the woodpecker
Than just her.
Yeah.
But she's kind of she doesn't seem to have as many problems as they do. It's they have the problems and she has the answer.
Yeah, because she's the sheriff, so everybody else has the problems, and she helps them out. There's a few episodes where she has a problem. Her problems are more she gets sick, but she has the duty to protect everyone. But they're you have to take care of yourself. You're sick. You're gonna end up even more sick if you don't take care of yourself now. So that type of stuff, which is great. So she's the one that solves the problems. There's a lot of music. Kids love music. Some people are kids don't learn from music. They do.
Yes, they do.
They totally learn from music. Maybe not all kids, but most kids learn from music.
Most kids. Otherwise, the kids are just broken, the ones that don't. I'll say it. You're broken.
She says everyone is broken, so don't take it offensively.
Yeah, I do say everybody's broken. We're all broken in this broken world.
So, my brain, if it ever worked, you would understand what I'm trying to say, but it doesn't ever work. So, Sheriff Callie has to. What's the word I'm looking for? You know the word I'm looking for?
Nope. You just remind me of someone, so I kind of blanked out for a second.
Yeah, so Sheriff Callie does her regular sheriff stuff, like maybe somebody's stealing or something, and she has to go deal with those problems. But there's also like moral stuff that happens. So, like obviously we said the thing where she like gets sick and has to like take care of herself. But maybe somebody stole something from somebody else and they have to give it back. Maybe they lose stuff and they're trying to hide the secret that they lost something or broke it. Maybe they get like jealous with each other. Yes, the more that I give examples, the more that I watch the show, and remember it. So there are a few shows in this list that are like more specific to like a certain age group.
Girls or
Like Fancy
boys?
Nancy is like very specifically only like girls. Like it's very specifically something that only girls like. However, Sheriff Callie, even though it's centered around a girl, lots of kids like it. Now, the older the kid is, especially the boy, boys are like, oh, it's a girl show. But like if they're younger, younger kids see that it's like an everybody show, and it really is an everybody show because it's not like girly. And even though the main character is a girl, like I said, later as the episodes go on, it's really more about the two boy characters, the woodpecker and the cactus Dusty. And the cactus is so cute.
Yeah,
He's adorable because he's got like a little bit of like a twang in his voice, but it's like a little kid twang. It is so cute. Every character is just like so cute and entertaining, and they all just have to like learn lessons. So it's really a great concept for a show. I think you read that one, right? Did I say the age group, guys? I thought I said the age group.
Did you say it? Just say it.
Say it again. 3 to 6, and you can find this one on Disney Plus. That one I definitely didn't say. You can find it on Disney Plus.
Did you say you could find Backyardigans on
Yes, I said on Paramount Plus.
Paramount Plus?
We didn't say we to find Big Big Friend though.
Big Friend.
Oh, I didn't say
that's
age
hard.
group. Age group for Big Big Friend is 3 to like 6.
And you can find it on Prime Video,
Yes.
but it's with commercials, I believe.
Yeah. Sometimes the stupid thing about Prime Video and ads is that even though it's for kids, they like put adult ads. So the show's completely appropriate, but unfortunately because it's with ads, it's probably not safe to leave on without the kid. Like
Was that
I think it's on Netflix. They may not have it on Netflix anymore, but it used to be on Netflix at some point. Sorry. Oh, Little Einsteins. There's only one kid, one human being, because everybody likes the show. One human being on this planet that I know that doesn't like this show. Like,
It's because they hit their legs.
it's an interactive show, and this kid doesn't like anything that's like interactive, so he wouldn't like Jake and the Neverland Pirates either. Except for that the show's like, you have to pad, like help us out.
Maybe yelling at the screen, I'm not hitting it, and somehow I'm helping you. Really? Really?
Yeah, and like he'll on purpose like not do anything. And he said, "You see, it doesn't work. I didn't even do anything. You can still fly. What are you even asking?"
I
me?"
understand that because I would not do it just despite the television.
Yeah, but he would do it to prove that he's right. So
Yeah.
you don't have to do anything, but that's not the point. He was a little too little even at a very little age. But the show is very good. The line sings about these 4 kids. They go on a rocket ship and they fly across the world, sometimes in space, to solve these problems. So it's like different every time, but the show centers around music and arts. So they explain things about art and music, and everywhere they go has something to do with art. Maybe dancing, maybe it's painting, maybe it's just music that they're figuring out. And they teach you different terms for this art and the art techniques and like music. It is a very good show. Very entertaining. Again, there's only one kid that I've ever known not to like the show. It's crazy. The show's completely appropriate and safe for kids. I would say the group, it's one of those more chill shows. So they do have times where it's like not crazy, but a little bit energetic. But most of the show is pretty chill. The show group is like 3 to 6, and it's for you can find it on Disney Plus. That was what I was trying to say. So, it's a great show. I think it's your turn.
My turn.
Sorry, I didn't mean to hit your hand.
She hit me twice. Reading Rainbow.
Oh, I loved Reading Rainbow.
She loves Reading Rainbow.
Reading Rainbow is great. Everybody loves Reading Rainbow. There's not a single human being that doesn't love Reading Rainbow, except for the ones that are like, it was boring. Which,
It was
older
not,
shows come across as boring,
boring. But they're not.
but they're not.
I think they're more entertaining than the shows we have. I feel like the shows we have are dumbing down, and I feel like the shows they had are like, if you're smart, you'll understand.
No, if you're smart, again, they had kids that attention spans weren't so like, not slow. What's the opposite? Not quick either. It's like weren't so short. That's what I've been trying to say. They had kids that attention spans weren't short, and in many ways it was like Sesame Street where they cut off from like the actual point of the episode, but it was still kind of slow enough that it's not crazy, because that's the problem with the original Electric Company. It was just cutting off way too fast. But Reading Rainbow does it perfectly. And what I love about it is that they teach you a topic like Chain Reactions, and then they teach you, yes, it's the first episode. Well, it depends on what you're watching. Sometimes it's the first
Dominoes.
episode. But
I love that one. The
it
dominoes.
really was great. But they teach you
And
in
the
many different
bowling
ways.
balls.
So he's
Maybe
bowling,
when I go
and he
bowling.
teaches you Chain Reactions through bowling, and then he shows you dominoes, and then he reads you If You Give a Pig a Pancake, which is a book. No, it was Give a Mouse a Cookie. It's in the same series. Which is a book about chain reactions. So they give you a book first to read. They teach you in other ways. So like he starts the episode by bowling, so you learn it by watching the bowling and seeing. That's honestly one of the coolest parts about the episode. When he's teaching you about chain reactions, he's not only teaching you about chain reactions, but he's also teaching you about other stuff, like how do they make bowling balls. And it is so cool. And when they teach you the chain reaction, you might be thinking, how's that a chain reaction? But you roll the ball, it hits the pins down, it goes into a conveyor belt, and then goes right back up, so you can just keep on doing it again. Chain
After it
reaction.
cleans it.
I don't think I cleaned it.
I said I cleaned it.
No, that's when they make it.
Anyway.
Anyhow, it is just so it not only teaches you the point of the episode, like chain reactions are like it can be scary to try something new, but it's not as bad as it seems, that type of stuff. Not only teaches you the moral of the episode, or the thing you're supposed to be learning, but it also teaches you other cool facts inside of the episode. And it shows you all types of cool things to do. And after they read you the book of the episode, they also give you other books that you might like to read. Obviously, you have to get them at that point. But they're like, hey, there are these other books that also have about basically the same topic. And it's great because the whole point is to like help kids get excited about reading, which it really does. It's really awesome. And it's one of the best theme songs out there. So,
Take a look
it's
in a book.
I'm
Reading
Rainbow.
Rainbow. I can.
I think it's your turn. No, it's my turn.
Anyway.
Wait, is this the last one?
That's the second to last.
No, I don't want to leave.
That's the second to last.
No, the one I'm about to say is the last one.
Oh, yeah, wow.
This is so sad, guys. I'm so sorry.
She's crying her head off
Not really.
and heart off.
So okay. Oh wait, let me tell you the age group for Reading Rainbow. Reading Rainbow is like 5 to 10, because some of the stuff, again, it's just not that it's bad in any way. It's that it might be too over for little kids. It's good for little kids, but they may not understand the concepts. So it is very good. But also you can find like the first 4 episodes on Prime Video, but besides that, I don't know where you can find them. You might be able to find episodes on YouTube, but otherwise, I don't know. I'm sorry. You could buy it on Prime Video, but they have 4 episodes free on Prime Video, which is sad. What's the word I'm looking for? Oh, this next show is good up until like, I don't know. I'll have to tell you later. Odd Squad. Odd Squad is great. Now, I don't think it's an issue, but maybe it is, so I'll give you the warning beforehand. It's a little extra. It's a little, the kids, they're all kids. Everyone in Odd Squad is kids, so the acting isn't incredible. But it's good enough. It's good enough where you're not annoyed by it. And it's very funny. Like, it's got all types of silly hijinks and, like, craziness happening. The whole point of the show is that odd things happen, and they have to solve these odd things. And sometimes the way of solving odd things is odd in themselves. It's very, very funny. And they teach you math. The whole episode's about learning how to do math. So maybe it's reading graphs or just like adding together or what's the word? Like pre-algebra stuff. It's really, really cool. And because it's so funny, it really can be for like 3 to 10. It really is just a great show. Now, say there's a certain point you have to start watching because it gets like, after a while, they just destroy the show, unfortunately.
It was terrible afterwards.
So the first 2 kids, Olive and Otto are good. Then the group after that, Otis and Olympia are good. After Otis and Olympia, which I don't remember what season it is. If I find out which season that is, that the Otis and Olympia end, I'll put it up here. But past that season, don't watch. Like, don't let your kids watch it. Because it's just like it gets inappropriate and bad. But before that, it was very, very good. And it's very funny. And the characters are great. They really are just so much fun to watch. So, it is a great show. Everyone loves Odd Squad. I remember being sad because the show came out, I think in 2010, maybe 2015. I don't remember. I'll have to look. Wait, let me do math. She was 18 now. Millie Davis. Millie Davis is 19, 18 now. Matt was born around the same time, so she would have only been 4. Okay, so like 2014 to 2016 is when the show was created. I remember looking and being like, I wish the show was created when I was a little younger. So I can say that I was younger when I started watching the show because the show is great. And it's almost embarrassing to watch it at my age. It's a great show. I still like watching it. It's so funny. She likes watching it. Yeah,
I like it.
it's lots of fun.
Which one of the pairs did you like?
It depends on what happens. Episode-wise, I liked the Otto and Olive ones. But character-wise, I liked Otis and Olympia.
Yeah, Otis and Olympia. They were just so much funner.
They were a lot of fun.
Which one of them were your favorites?
One specifically? Olympia, but no, Otis is my favorite. Because Otis like chills Olympia out. And he's like funny and like not sarcastic, more like bland. Not like acting bland, but like he's just chill. You know what? He's not even chill. He's normal.
Yeah.
Because Olympia is so extra. Yeah, everything's so crazy. The one normal kid that like is totally chill is like weird.
Yeah.
So it's lots of fun. I think period my favorite character is Oscar.
Oscar's my
great.
favorite.
Oscar's
I
wonderful.
love seeing him in anything.
Mm-hmm.
What about when he was in One Calls the Heart? That was
so adorable.
Oh, he was
Tiny
so
little Heart.
young.
He was if you watch Oscar is way younger than When Calls the Heart, like way younger. Like he's like 4,
Way.
maybe
Yeah, I
6.
don't know
I'll
about
say
4.
6, but he looked like he was a
older than
4-year-old.
4.
Yeah, but he looked like 4.
He was attending school. I don't think he was 4.
Agreed, but he looked a lot younger. It was
We didn't say I
very
watched One
adorable.
Calls the Heart. I don't know.
When Calls the Heart is not.
Inappropriate, I would say. I
It's-
don't remember anything being inappropriate.
There was one thing that was like a little bit borderline, like, that remember the lady who said this guy tried to force her to be his husband, her husband.
Her wife?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
His wife?
His wife.
Yeah.
So the show isn't bad, but
It's
it gets
not
dark.
For younger kids. We're just saying it's not. We're not
That's like one of the
recommending
only
it.
shows that are good for teenagers, like our age.
Yeah.
Like most shows are supposed to be for our age, but then there's
And
stuff
they
in there
just
like
fail.
you can't watch.
Yeah.
When Calls Are Heard is a really good teen show.
But that's not what we're
But again, it's
recommending
a little
for
bit
this
darker.
episode. That's
Yeah,
what
it's
we're
not something
recommending.
we're doing for younger kids in this episode. So, Oscar is great. It really is. But again, don't watch past Otis and Olympia, which is the second group of kids. It's just, first, the quality is not as good.
Terrible.
And it's just they start doing stuff in the shows that are
And
not
they got rid
good.
of Malia Davis.
Well,
I mean,
Melody
she got
Davis
older,
is like a
but-
teenager.
That's depressing.
Oh, the reason why that's important is because in Odd Squad, only kids work in Odd Squad.
Only kids, yep.
So as the kids get older, they have to replace them, which is kind of sad. But it makes perfect sense why they got rid of the kids. So it is a great show up until like whatever the season is. I'm gonna guess like 6th season. It's not good anymore. I'm gonna guess. But I don't know how I'll put it on the screen for you. That's it.
We're
Can't
ready to
believe we
say
got through the
goodbye?
whole list. Kind of sad.
It said though.
Sarah and Duck. Quack.
You ready?
No.
Who's
Farewell.
ready?
Do you
Avida.
say adieu?
It's a vida seado.
Avi?
Alfida seado.
We don't know how to say it. But
I should have known.
so,
German,
if you guys
I
have any
barely
like
learned it.
ideas on like future episodes,
Write in
we
the
have a
comments.
first of all we have a poll for that. So go look at our poll post setting.
Or don't do
on
the
our
work and
channel.
just write it in our comments.
Could do that too, but you could go to the poll and vote because that would help us a lot. If one of our choices isn't something you would have said, you could just write it in this comment, or if when you go look and it's not in there, you could just put it in the comments there. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and like, share, obviously comment, even if it's like anything. Comment anything. I don't care. I like watching and reading all your comments. I think that's it. Can we do a plugin? Like adding like advertising almost.
Okay.
My plugin is to the Banana Brick
Brick
Road
Road.
Productions. Now, he does a lot of silly stuff. You're gonna see him. You're gonna be like, "This is the guy that does too much." Yes, it's my brother. But he's got a lot of good stop motions, which are great for all ages. Some of them, because some of them are like older jokes that kids aren't gonna get, but they're appropriate enough that everybody can watch them. Yes, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Except for maybe the Flash one. I'll tell you why afterwards.
I don't really watch it. I've seen it before, so I don't watch it on the thing.
Oh yeah, he showed her them before he posted them, so she didn't watch them on the YouTube channel. She watched them before that.
Or without the audio.
But it's a good YouTube channel. If I can, I'm gonna put his channel thing in our thing, in our video. What do you call that?
in our
At the bottom.
subscription?
Go all the way down. Find the different podcasts that we put up there.
Subscription?
No.
Oh,
You know when you go to the
ones
bottom?
you should like. Yes,
Yep.
yes.
So that's it.
Auf Wiedersehen. And goodbye.
Goodbye.
See you next week.
Why am I so allergy?
Why am I so allergy?
Yes, allergy ridden is what I was gonna say, but then my brain was like, my nose is itchy. Arms wide,
She now realizes my pain.
palms are sweaty. Spaghetti on your
Technically
shirt
not
already. Yes.
I think she's broken. And I blame you, James.
Sure. Wait, I thought James was the good one.
I don't know a James.
No, but you said James was the good
But
one.
I probably know a Jeffrey.
No.
Well, I don't know a James, Jeffrey, or Jerry.
It's really good. I saw we.
She's apologizing to the microphone. I've hit this guy all day, and I don't really mind.
I really think more sad for you guys because of the noise. I seriously behave.
This amuses
I'm
me.
gonna have to edit all of it out.
Why? It doesn't bother me.
It bothers them. Anyhow.
Why does it bother you? I think you're broken.
Anyhow.
It's James. Danielson. You're going to put on your...
Did you say Danielson? Oh, I forgot I had headphones.
Who's Danielson?
Danielson. It's Daniel. Daniel LaRusso.
They just call him
Daniel, but he calls him son because they call, boys.
son.
Uh-huh.
Why do they call their sons?
No, but it's like what's the word I'm looking for? Like a term of endearment, but I don't think it actually means son. I don't remember what it actually means. Oh, my legs never say nails.
Plus, you read better. I love the
Sorry,
sound.
Mom, there's going to be a lot of clicky clacking in this thing today. A lot of it.
Why?
Because it actually tastes good. The last few ones we haven't had many because it didn't taste good. This one's a good one.
What's a good one?
The tea.
Oh, it's going to clickety clack because she has good tea.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Because I'm going to open it, is what I'm saying.
Science is weird that way, isn't it?
Can you turn that?
Can I turn that?
Like that.
You want me to stand up? Okay.
Yes. Okay. When you're ready, I'm ready. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, 3. Great. I think that's a single crochet. I think.
She thinks it's a single crochet.
Anyhow. 3, 2, Cinco de Mayo. I always have to say Cinco de Mayo. It's It's funny. Wait, is this camera in the right place?
Is this camera in the right place? I think she's. What's the word?
I don't know. Ready?
Mm-hmm.